Hey, welcome to Callaway Talks, everybody. I'm Harry Arnett, and I'm joined today, as always, on the couch, one of my favorite people to talk to. And we get together about every month over at Mrs. Taco for some putter talk, and I got putter issues. And
carne asada.
We're always the guy that I go to. And Chris Koski's here today, who runs our putter category for us for Odyssey. And it seems like I've had you on the couch here a bunch because when you look at it, I didn't like the way that sounded. It seems like I've talked to Chris quite a few times because, man, Odyssey just keeps coming out with great putter after great putter after great putter.
Yeah.
And that's good for sales. It's bad for me because I get really confused because I just love everything that we do. So the putter that you're going to talk about today, I think, is one of those ones that has a lot of people interested, a lot of people playing, and it has a cool name, which is all I care about. Yeah. And that's the tank putter. So, and you have one right there in your hand. Actually,
that I'm going to talk about today. Yeah. So, you know, the cliche term is relentless innovation. We just keep bringing more and more products, and we want to make it easy for people to putt. The Versa putter obviously has had a lot of success so far on tour and in the retail space, and we've had a lot of fun with that. And then White Hot Pro, but as we looked at the proposal on the anchoring ban with the USGA and RNA, we wanted to bring alternative methods. What's
this anchoring ban? I haven't heard much about this.
Yeah, not at all in the news, huh? The bane of my existence for the last year. You know, kind of reacting to speculation and everything that's been going on with the proposed banned anchor putters. And so we wanted to bring alternative methods. So we brought the arm lock, which we talked about on the same very couch right here. But the other one was the tank.
If you want more stability, make more putts.
Lock it up, brother.
Lock it up.
Lock it up. We wanted to bring the tank putter out, and this is something that we've been messing around with for a little while. And you know, other companies have done heavy putters, but adding some of the counterbalance elements to it, and specifically weighting all the components to make sure that it balances like a traditional putter, as you can see here, balancing on my hand. When people pick it up, they expect a different feel. But then they pick it up and it's like, oh, well, it's heavier, it feels more stable, but it still feels like a normal putter. And that was key in the development of this.
I love this because I'm...
you can go ahead and hold it.
Yeah, well, can I try to balance that too? Is that going to work? Yeah. No, maybe not. Oh, there you go, look at that. Yeah. I love it because it incorporates a lot of the great features that people have of our number 7 head, which is, you know, I don't know if this is true, but I consider it to be by far our most popular head, at least out on the... you know, the community's talking, you know, whether it's Hackers Paradise or Golfworks, everybody loves this head. It's the one that has really had the most success for us in terms of guys playing it that aren't even on our staff.
Oh yeah.
And when you set this club down, exactly what you said, it's almost like you just start the engine on it and the putter swings itself. I mean, I guess that's kind of the idea, but that's what I see when I'm
That's exactly the idea. And then, you know, by adding weight to the head, 400-gram head, roughly 150-gram shaft and a 40-gram counterbalance weight, we're able to make these components so that it balances in the right place, but also so that you get that heavier feel. It raises the moment of inertia on the club about 50%. I'm not talking just MOI on the head, but on the entire club. And so you get that added stability. And it just engages your big muscles. It takes the wrists and the hands right out of it. So if you're ever feeling yippy and you're not putting well, you can move to something like this and everything smooths out. It's why we've seen some tour players go to it. We've got 3 in play this week. We got a win last week on the European tour with it before we even brought it to market. The par date, product at retail, is April 12th. We're pushing it forward. We've already shipped these out. They're selling at retail. We moved the retail date forward because we won on tour.
All right, well,
that's exciting.
Well, we played about 3 weeks ago. I had one of those mornings. We played early. And I had one of those mornings where I hadn't really eaten. I think you guys can probably relate to this. I hadn't really eaten, had a couple of cups of coffee per usual, half a Cliff Bar. I had like that jittery, you know what I'm talking about? Am I the only person that gets these things?
Coffee before rounds.
I'm constantly, you know, in my head, my own head, nervous, and you know, nothing felt good on the greens. And you, as always, have like 6 putters in your bag, and you're like, here's your recipe. I have a fever, and the prescription is more tank.
Yes.
I think that's actually what you said.
Tank kills it.
Handed it over, and it was like all of a sudden, I mean, perfect. And that's interesting what you said, though, about the MOI of the entire club, because I haven't really heard that much before.
No one's really talked about it a whole lot. And then, you know, you can raise MOI in a number of different ways. You can displace weight on the putter head, move it back into the sides, and the further you move weight from the center of gravity of the club, the further out and sideways, you can raise the stability of the putter head. But when you look at taking weight and moving it up the shaft, and having specifically weighted components throughout the club, you're going to get more stability throughout the club. So by having more weight up in the hands area, by having more weight in the shaft area, you can raise the MOI of the total club. Completely different measurement in the way that it's calculated, and I'm not a physicist, mathematician, so I can't detail that out, but I trust our designers and
you have a calculator in your office, I've seen it.
So, yeah. I don't know how to use it, but it's there for show, really. But yeah, it really does raise the stability of the entire club. And in the shorter lengths, so we offer it in 4 different lengths, 34 and 36 inch, you get some stability gains. But if you go to the 38 or the 40 inch, you get a lot more stability because you're taking that club up, making it longer, taking the total weight of the club up. And so we've seen a lot of players go to that counterbalance feel.
So stability, making it glide through impact, kind of smoothing out that stroke, using the big muscles. If those are things that you struggle with, and I'm kind of one of those guys, this is going to be a good putter for you.
Ultimate stability, you can slap it all over the face, and you get a really good chance of it going straight and going in the hole.
Last time we used these 2 words together with you on the couch on Callaway Talks, relentless innovation.
Yes.
From Odyssey.
Yeah.
It's going to help you make more putts.
Absolutely.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Yep.